Congressman, let me bring you in here, because what the father's saying here is that this man who murdered his son, this young man at the time, teen, would have had the protection of a dreamer. He would have had that because he wasn't born here and he didn't come here of his own free will.
That's right. And understand, please, that we're not talking about all immigrants. Of course not. This sanctuary city is a place that provides a haven. It says, and I mean the mayors of these cities have said openly, don't worry, we won't turn you in. If you come into contact with our police force for doing something wrong, don't worry, we won't tell ICE about you. That is sanctuary city, and people flock to that. People take advantage of that. People who kill Americans. This is not just an isolated incident, the Shaw family. This has happened literally, and I'm not kidding you when I say this, thousands of times throughout this nation. And yet, and how? It's because somebody commits a crime over and over and over again, one kind of crime, whether it's driving under the influence or it's robbery, it doesn't matter. They commit all these crimes, they're never reported. If they had been, they may have well been deported for committing another crime beside being here illegally. But when you don't even try, that provides sanctuary. And I tell you, I believe with all my heart, that anybody, any local official that votes for this, any mayor that accepts this and promotes it, they are culpable in these murders, in these rapes. They should be held liable. They should be held liable from a civil standpoint, maybe even criminally, because they are aiding and abetting people that they know should not be here. We're not just talking about general run-of-the-mill, the immigrant who's, come here to make a better life. Okay. No, that's not who we're talking about. We're talking about people who have violated the law over and over again, but are never reported to ICE because they are given sanctuary. That's what we're talking. That's what a sanctuary city is.
Senator DeLeon?
Well, I can say this, Aaron, that Tom's, comments again are incendiary. There's phobic, and again, they look for scapegoats. The reality is this, that the vast majority of immigrants are very hardworking, they're law-abiding, they're tax-paying residents of this great state. The very fact that he continuously uses the narrative that these individuals are murderers, that they're rapists, again inflames, if you will, the polemic, polarizing debate that is immigration. Until date, the members of Congress have yet to do their duty and legislate and get a sensible package reform across the board. But what they do is they demonize and, again, pit one group against another. What happened to Mr. Shaw was a tragedy, without a question. But to actually, provide a blanket statement and accuse immigrants of all being rapists or murderers is just uncalled for. It's not American.
Who's doing
it's not California.
Who has done that?
Right.
Who has done that? Are you saying that I accused of all immigrants of being rapists and murderers? Do you really say that I said that? Because, sir, you were not listening if you said that. And if you were listening and say it anyway, then you are, of course, lying about me and about which happens over and over when I come on, especially this network.